Welcome back to another coffee brew review on Outsider.ie. Today we're going to be talking about 3 different shoes. They're all from the brand HOKA. They're all carbon fiber plate shoes. They're all race ready, or are they? Let's jump into it. So they're all the Tecton line. So I've got the 3 iterations of Tecton here, from the Tecton X1 that was released in 2022, the Tecton X3 that was released in 2023, no, the Tecton X2 that was released in 2023, and the Tecton X3 that was released in 2024. Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a chat about all of these shoes, what HOKA have actually done to iterate on the shoes each time, and which one's my favorite, what I use them for. As you can see, they've all seen some wear, like some decent wear. The Tecton X1, obviously the majority of that, given that I have now had it since it was released, basically. So we'll start with the Tecton X1. There was a lot of hype about this shoe when it was first released. It was one of the first trail racing shoes with a carbon fiber plate. Actually has 2 carbon fiber plates. It also has HOKA's ProFly midsole, which was at the time their sort of race day foam. Vibram light base. I used this a lot. As you can see, I raced the Snowdon International in this shoe. Had a really good run for me at the time there. Raced along the Wicklow Way. That sort of stuff I found to be really, really good. Although in hindsight, I was very excited about the carbon fiber plates, and I'm not actually sure now upon reflection if it was the carbon fiber plates that were making me quicker or whether it was placebo, because it is a very lightweight shoe. It's actually the lightest of the 3 shoes, which is a very interesting little side note. As far as a quick review, it's kind of pointless because I don't think you can buy them anymore, but just to give a bit of context, it has an engineered mesh upper, weighs about 239 grams in my size, and Vibram outsole. And yeah, I got quite a lot of miles out of it, although it has started to split on the side, but it's ready to be retired now. So that's the Tecton X1. The 2 then came out a year later. Very small iterative upgrade. Still got the ProFly, but it's now ProFly Plus midsole. Very, very similar underfoot. Feels very similar. I would say that it feels a bit stiffer, so it's a little bit more responsive on those sort of faster paces. And there is an update to the upper. It's now a matrix upper. You'd think it would be lighter. It's a lot more breathable. So I raced a couple of international mountain races in Italy in this shoe. Really, really liked it. Exact same outsole. But then the latest and greatest, Tecton X3, completely overhauled design. As you can see, it almost looks like a boot. It has this, there we go. That's the coffee done. I'm gonna turn the coffee off. I'm gonna run a little bit overtime on this because I'm not quite done. Tecton X3, much better outsole on it, like way, way, way better. It's still a Vibram Mega Grip outsole. It's not light base, I don't believe, this time round. Less exposed midsole, as you can see there, which I think it looks like a small difference, but it makes a massive difference whenever you're at those higher paces, or if you are on muddy ground. The midsole that they've used on this is a million times better. This feels like a super shoe on the road, but just translated to the trails. It is the heaviest of the 3. It's actually very similar in weight to the Tecton X2, but it is slightly the heaviest of the 3. Matrix Evo upper, which is really breathable, but engineered for comfort, really. And this gaiter does help to keep a little bit of debris out on the trail. One slight drawback, I would say that the lockdown on this is the worst out of the 3. So for those sort of guys that are looking at doing ultras, you'd not want to be lacing it too tight because there's not much protection. There's actually no protection really, as in terms of a tongue, because there's obviously no tongue in this, whereas you've got a semi-gusseted tongue in both of those shoes. My favorite trail shoe at the moment. Like the carbon fiber plates in this are sort of a winged design, and they feel like a race day shoe. Highly recommend this shoe. We've got reviews to all these shoes written on Outsider.ie if you want a little bit more detail, but I've run over time on this. The coffee's done brewing.